Hello my Beatles friends, welcome to another video. Today I have a very interesting topic for you to discuss. I'd like to show you all my Beatles UK first pressing singles. My previous video, the EP collection, was kind of, successful. I have 400 viewers or something like that. And I said, why not make a second part of it? So today I'll be talking about 21 Beatles singles. 21. I will deliberately omit one single, All We Need Is Love and Baby You're a Rich Man. I won't be showing you in this video because that single, that topic is a subject for another video. Because there are 5 different variations of a label and the matrix numbers, so I think it's gonna be a separate video. Okay, so I'll be talking about only 21 original singles, and some of you may ask me a question about that original single. The early singles were also reissued during the 60s. Like Love Me Do was on a red label and then it was released on a black label. Yes, I will not be showing you those singles here in this video. Right now I'm showing you only the first ever pressings. And then might come a video number 3, who knows. Okay, so let's concentrate on 21 UK original pressings. Let's go. I'm gonna start with Love Me Do and P.S. I Love You, released on 5th of October 1962. Let me find the right box. Okay, and I do have 3 copies of that single, and let's talk about it. First of all, we are talking about this original standard parlophone sleeve. They changed during the years. Then we have this one, striped one, and my single came with this one. The first thing that you have to look at when identifying the first pressing of Love Me Do, it has several things that need to be paid attention to. First of all, here we do have on the right side, we have here a Parlophone logo. Underneath Parlophone logo there must be Made in Great Britain. The first pressing was released with Made in Great Britain. It's on push out center and the tax code should be ZT, which is exactly what you see here. So here is ZT and it has Made in Great Britain. So this is the very first pressing. And also that you have to pay attention to is here on the left side, we have Admore and Bleachwood Ltd. Now, the reissue from 1982, the 20th anniversary, has the same design, but here instead of Admore and Bleachwood there is a big capital letter A. If you have the big capital letter A, it means that you have a reissue. Okay, so you have to pay attention to Admore and Bleachwood, you have to pay attention to Made in Great Britain line underneath the logo, and ZT tax code. It can be also PT, but it's a first pressing variation 2. And let me show you the variation 2. Variation 2 looks like this. Absolutely identical to the first one, but underneath the logo we do not have Made in Great Britain, which means this is already a second pressing. Here underneath the logo you should have a catalog number which is 4949, and on the opposite side you have here matrix number. So these are the standard characteristics that you have to pay attention to when you're looking for the red label Love Me Do single. Okay, let's go further. And I do have another one, but this one is already with PT tax code and without Made in Great Britain. But I bought this one because it's a factory sample. It's a promo. I couldn't miss it. Next one. Please Please Me, Ask Me Why, released January 11th, 1963. I also have 2 copies. Now, it was the second and the last single to be released on Red Parlophone label. And this one, the first pressing, should not have Made in Great Britain underneath the logo. So, it's very easy to confuse. Love Me Do comes, the first pressing, comes with Made in Great Britain, and Please Please Me, the first pressing, comes without. So if you find Love Me Do without, you know that you have early January pressing, which is already a later pressing. So Please Please Me, the first pressing, January 11th, 1963, comes without Made in Great Britain. And on the left side it has Dick James Music, Co. Ltd. And the rest of the things are absolutely the same. So this is Please Please Me on the red label. I didn't want to show you the later pressings, but just for the comparison I'll show you, because I have it also on the black label. And this is the template how all the Beatles singles on the black label look like. So here we have catalog number, then here we have matrix number, here we have a matrix number, here we have above it we have publisher's name, and here is the Parlophone logo, and here a Made in Great Britain underneath, and the title of the song, and this is the push out center, and here on one of the sides must be a text code. Let me also mention that all these singles that I'm talking about, they were pressed on push out center or on the solid center. I do have some of them on solid center and some of them I still do not have. But this is already a later pressing. Okay, single number 3. From now on we're talking about black labels. From now, okay, From Me to You, Thank You Girl was released April 11th, 1963. This is the next generation of standard UK sleeves. And you have to notice here, there's a wavy edge. This is the, characteristic of first pressings. Okay. Push out center on one of the sides. I do see here a text code, and that's how From Me to You looks like. All there, the logo, the catalog number, matrix number, all there. So that's how you identify the first pressing. If something is different, that means you already have a reissue. And also what we have to pay attention to is that here on the perimeter text we have the Parlophone Company Limited. This will change. From 1966 this will change. So this is also an identifying characteristic to know that this is a first pressing. If this kind of pressing doesn't have Parlophone on it, it means it's a reissue. Okay, next one. She Loves You, I'll Get You, released August 23, 1963. This is another generation of standard sleeves, and as you can see the edges here are cut. It's, I would say, one of the later pressings. Please Please Me, I'll Get You. No changes. Oh, sorry. No changes, absolutely the same design, only that Parlophone here on the perimeter has a different font. But the catalog number, the matrix number, here is the catalog number, here is the matrix number, and the Parlophone logo and Made in Great Britain, Parlophone Company Limited, all there. So that's how you identify that you have a first pressing. Next one. I Wanna Hold Your Hand, This Boy, released November 29th, 63. One more sleeve, standard sleeve. We have here some kind of a comics drawing. Fran the Fan. Okay. And it's a commercial of hair dryer. The fastest, quietest, sweetest way to dry your hair. Hair dryer. Okay. Salem pack. £2. Morphy Richards Company. So I think this is a commercial for that hair dryer. Anyway, let's get back to our business, the Beatles. I want to hold your hand, this boy. No changes, nothing to mention here. Just a great song, that's it. It's only a great song. The design of a single, exactly the same as the others. Okay, next one. Can buy me love, you can do that. Oh yes I can, baby. Another single sleeve. So this one was already has sold in UK text. March 20th 1964. We have sold in UK text. We have a new thing appeared. So like I said in my previous video, somewhere in between February and April 1964 appeared sold in UK text. And All My Loving EP is a very dangerous one to find because it appeared only 1 week after or 2 weeks after the EP was released, and that's why finding the All My Loving EP without sold in UK is kind of difficult because it was released majority on sold in UK text. And here we have You Can Do That and Come By Me Love. Absolutely the same design as the previous ones, but we have here sold in UK text on the push out part. And sometimes this push out part is printed on the single part and on the push out part. So if you push this part out, you still have text here on the single itself, on the label itself. Other than that, no changes. We have parlophone, but with sold in UK, catalog number, matrix number, and we also have here KT text code. So from now on till 1969, all the singles and all the Beatles releases did have sold in UK text. Okay, next one. Hard Day's Night, Things We Said Today, July the 10th, 1964 is another standard sleeve. This one, oh, it's in a bad condition actually. Oh, it's a shame to admit, but this is the worst condition single that I have. But anyway, I don't listen to them, I just have them in my collection. Okay. What do we have here? Sold in UK text, made in Great Britain, parlophone on the perimeter, and catalog number, matrix number, all the same design. So, let's go further. Next one, I Feel Fine, She's a Woman. That sleeve came to me with that single, but I don't know what this sleeve has to do with the Beatles. It's a Bell Records, and I think a seller just put it there because he didn't have anything else. But still, it's a made in Great Britain, it's a British original sleeve, and a nice thing to have. Although it has nothing to do with the Beatles. Okay, this is VG Plus condition. That's a good thing to have. Okay, so we have here I Feel Fine, She's a Woman. All things are there. Catalog number, matrix number, sold in UK, parlophone. Let's not waste our time on standard design and go further. There are changes to come. Okay, next one. Ticket to Ride, Yes It Is, April 9th, 1965. Exactly the same as the first one, only the matrix number, catalog number, and the name of the song changed. Other than that, everything the same. Made in Great Britain, logo, parlophone, sold in UK. Okie dokie. Next one, Help, I'm Down, July 23, 1965. Parlophone, KT text code, sold in UK. Northern Songs, catalog number. Matrix number. The fonts are changing, but I'm not gonna concentrate on the fonts. I'm just concentrate on the design of a label. And that's enough to know to identify that you do have the first pressing. That's how the first pressing looks like. If you have a KT text code embossed, rest assured that you have the first pressing, because there are some pressings that do not have KT text, and that's why you have to pay attention to the other things. Okay, next one. We Can Work It Out, Day Tripper, December the 3rd, 1965. Released on the day with Rubber Soul album. So I consider Rubber Soul having 16 songs. Okay. What do we see here? Still has Parlophone on the perimeter, but get ready, it's gonna change. KT text code, sold in UK, Parlophone logo, catalog number, matrix number, all the same, no changes. Let's go. Next one, Paperback, Writer and Rain, released on June the 10th, 1966. And here we do have a major change. What we see here, that on the perimeter here, the word Parlophone changed to gramophone. That's exactly what's happened with the LPs as well. You have at one point changed to gramophone. At one point changed to also the EPs. Changed from Parlophone to gramophone. It happened with the Beatles for Sale EPs. The first one is on Parlophone and the second one is already on gramophone. The same thing happened here in 1966. The single, this is the first single, Paperback, Writer and Rain, that was released with already gramophone on the perimeter text, not Parlophone. You will not find this single with Parlophone here. The rest of the things are the same. Made in Great Britain, the logo, sold in UK text, and catalog number, matrix number, everything is the same. The only thing is that here we do have gramophone. Okay. Next one, Yellow Submarine, Eleanor Rigby, August the 5th, 1966. I believe it was released together with Revolver album. Correct me if I'm wrong. And from now on, we'll be talking about 2 singles per title, because I have Solid Center and I have Push Out Center. From now on, all the singles I have double Push Out and Solid Centers. So let's concentrate on this one. What do we see here? Same design as well. KT text code, sold in UK, the logo, the gramophone, matrix number, catalog number, all the same, with no particular changes. And if we compare this one to the same design with a Solid Center, you will see that this one looks way much better. Okay, sold in UK text, and we have here KT text embossed, a gramophone, logo, and all there. So that's how the Solid Center single looks like. Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane, one of the greatest singles ever released, February 17, 1967. Now, this is the first of the 2 singles in Great Britain that was released with picture sleeve. And finding this picture sleeve in this condition is almost impossible. I've seen many times, but it's either torn or written on or trashed or whatever. I found this one in a very decent condition. Of course it's used, but no tears, no writings, nothing. Absolutely pure condition. Now, how to identify that you do have a first pressing of that picture sleeve and not the second one, because it's very tricky. You can see here on the back, we have here a Parlophone logo. A Parlophone logo is a very good giveaway for everything. If you look closer here, this one should have a red color shades. If this logo does have blue color shades, that means it's a second pressing. But you may not see it here on this video, but it does have kind of red, kind of pinky shade, which tells me that it's a first pressing sleeve. Okay, so that's the one. Now, it was all, of course, reissued in 2017 in a record store day, but I'm not gonna concentrate on this one. Now let's talk about the singles. With the single there is nothing to talk about. Absolutely standard design. Parlophone logo, catalog number, matrix number, sold in UK tags, the gramophone on the perimeter, made in Great Britain, and yeah, nothing really to mention here. Only I want to show you the Strawberry Fields Forever on the solid center. That's how it looks like, the original single and solid center, Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane. Next one, All You Need Is Love, Baby You Are a Rich Man. Like I said in the beginning of this video, that single will not be mentioned in this video. It's a subject to another video. Okay, there are 5 different variations, 2 matrices, and there's a backstory, and I think it's good topic for another video. Okay, next one. Hello, Goodbye, I'm the Walrus. Hello, Goodbye, I'm the Walrus was released November 24th, 1967. Let's go, baby. Hoba. 2. Now, this one is the most unique one. Let's concentrate on this one. First of all, it has very fragile and very thin push-out center. It's very easy to break it. It's not like the others. The design is the same. It has sold in UK tags, made in Great Britain. Made in Great Britain, please remember that. Gramophone on the perimeter, catalog number, matrix number, everything is here. All the same, no changes. If you look at the same single, but with a solid center, this is a very unique one. It says sold in UK, subject to release price conditions, see price list, but it was made in France. The push-out center was made in Great Britain, but the solid center was made in France. Take a moment to look at it. Also, Bruce Spicer's book has that picture, made in France. Why was it made in France? I don't know. I have to find out. But rest of the things are the same. Gramophone on the perimeter, catalog number, matrix number, all the design is the same, the logo, but it's made in France. That's the only single that has British design, sold in UK, but was made in France. Lady Madonna, The Inner Light. First George Harrison song appeared on the single. Lady Madonna, The Inner Light, released March 15, 1968. And I believe this is the last single to appear on black and silver Parlophone label. But design is absolutely the same, sold in UK tags, made in Great Britain, catalog number, matrix number, gramophone on the perimeter, everything is the same. Let me show you the solid center, which looks much better than that. Okay? So, this is the first pressing of Lady Madonna on solid center. Next one, Hey Jude Revolution, August 30th, 1968. From now on we are talking about Apple logo. We don't have Parlophone logo anymore. So let's concentrate first of all on the Hey Jude single, push out center. Now here we have to pay attention to some differences. First of all, we have a full Apple here. Now the design completely changed, everything changed here. So we have here the catalog number and the matrix number all together on the upper left corner. upper left quarter. I would say it's a round one. Then we have manufactured in UK on the left side, lower below that. And on the center we do have sold in UK subject to release conditions, see price list. And we have 45 RPM indicator here. And on the right side we have a production credits of George Martin EMI recording. There are two other singles after that that do not have George Martin credit. But Hey Jude does have George Martin credit. And that's why people think that if it has Martin credit, it's a second pressing, and they're looking for the Hey Jude single without George Martin credit, but I haven't seen any. I think George Martin credit should appear on Hey Jude, but the later singles, it does not have it. I will mention that as well. Now, the perimeter text also changed. It's up here and down here. It doesn't have gramophone or parlophone. It doesn't have anything like that because it's on the Apple. So this is the full Apple logo. Let me show you from close. Yeah, that's how it looks like. Now, what's interesting thing to notice is that on a sliced Apple is absolutely the same design, but in order to identify that you do have the first pressing of Hey Jude with a sliced Apple, the apple here should be dark. You have to be able to see all the details of the apple. Because if it's plain white and very bright, it's a 1976 reissue. That's an important thing to notice. Solid center Hey Jude single. With KT text embossed, and here we have a sliced apple. Okay, next one. Get Back, Don't Let Me Down, released April 11th, 1969. From now on, the design is exactly the same as the Hey Jude one, but one thing that you have to notice here, that this single and also the next one, the Ballad of John and Yoko, will not have George Martin credits as a producer. So here we do not have George Martin credit. Don't be confused with the Hey Jude. And also here we do have the dark apple, and we can see the details of the apple, sliced apple. And also we have the solid center. That's the solid center without George Martin production credits. And on the spindle hole you have to see the details of the apple. That's important, because if it's plain white, like I said, it's a reissue. Okay, next one. The Ballad of John and Yoko in Old Brown Shoe, released May 30th, 1969. Like I mentioned before, this one also does not have George Martin credit. Other than that, everything is the same. Sold in Subject UK, the text, the manufactured in UK, all the same design. And the apple, as you can see, is dark. We can see the part of the apple here in the middle. Here we have the same single with a push-out center. Other than push-out center, everything is the same. No changes. Okay, so two more to go. Something and Come Together. Aha, now here we have another change. This was released on October 31st, 1969. It was released after the album was released, and it was released after the UK, sold in UK text was omitted. So this is the first of the only two singles on Apple that do not have sold in UK. 3 singles on Apple do have sold in UK text, and these two, Come Together, Something and Let It Be, will be without sold in UK text because they were released after the text was omitted from it. I think it was summer 69. Okay, so you have here the Apple 45 RPM but without sold in UK. Other than that, no changes. And we do have George Martin credits here. So out of 5 singles on Apple, two singles do not have George Martin production credits, and the others do have. So, Hey Jude has, Something Come Together has, and Let It Be also will have it. So, this is the solid center of Come Together, and this is the push-out center of Come Together Something. It doesn't have sold in UK text. And Apple standard sleeves came black sleeve with only Apple here on top. This is a standard Apple sleeve. Okay, and the last one for today, but definitely not the least, we are talking about Let It Be, which was released on March the 6th, 1970. This is the second of only two UK singles that were released with picture sleeve. And I have two. Okay, so the picture sleeve has Let It Be cover on it, with Apple logo, Apple Records on top, and we have here flips, just like the Strawberry Fields Forever also had it. Now, this one, solid center, doesn't have sold in UK, does have Martin production credits. Other than that, no changes. Same standard design of the Apple label, and we have here, you know, it's a darker label, darker sliced apple. Same thing here. My second sleeve kind of damaged here with water. I'm happy that I have only one very good condition. And this is the push-out center. No particular changes. Okay, so that's how you identify 21 UK original singles from, you know, I don't want to say counterfeits or fakes, but there were many singles released along the years, and people sometimes are selling the 1976 box set pressing as the original, and people don't know how to identify it, and they buy it. And you know, when I was collecting this collection, I found a seller that said it's original, and he's sending me this green sleeve with a picture on the other side. It was taken from the box, and I said, hey, you lied to me, you know. So that was an unpleasant thing. I returned it, of course, and I got a refund. But be careful. Before you buy it, you have to make sure that you have really the first pressing and not some kind of a reissue that was a copy, you know, and you have difficulty to identify it, you know. You have to pay attention on the part of the phone and gramophone on the perimeter and all the other details. Okay, so the next video, All We Need Is Love, and the anthology singles and BBC EP, and everything comes in my next video. I would say part 3. And then we talk about the reissues of the early singles in the 60s. So I have many videos to come, and if you like my content, please click like, subscribe, hit the bell, anything you like. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye!